And we're back to learning JavaScript using Exercism. This is exercise 4, Freelancer Rates. You can find it in the overview. It should be the fourth exercise right here. Read through the instructions yourself. We're going to start with the editor right away. It's about a couple of basic math operations. Forget about this first part of the comment. And we've got basic numbers, rounding functions like floor and seal, the arithmetic operators, and now let's just dive into it with task number 1. And we'll have to calculate the rate based on 8 hours of work a day. So if we have a rate of 89, our function should return 89 times 8. So this is our rate per hour, the 89, and simply times 8, which is the working hours per day. And this sign is the multiplication operator. You'll find it up here. If we run the test, we should have completed task number 1. Let's go to task 2, which is also fairly easy. It's about the second function, days in budget. We've got 2 parameters, budget and rate per hour. So rate per hour, we've already used that in our first function. And what we need to do here is to return our function up here, so the day rate function. It had the parameter rate per hour. We could have also just used this line, so rate per hour times 8. But we've got the function, so let's use that. And we've got our budget, and it should be divided by day rate, rate per hour. Don't forget the semicolon. And we'll have to round the result down. How can we do that? Just scroll up. And here's the rounding explained. Math floor is for rounding down. So type it in and use parentheses from budget until the end right here. And if we run the test, we should have completed task 2. Task number 3 is a little bit more complex, and there are many ways to solve it. I've solved it like this. So we've got 3 parameters here, and we're going to define a couple of variables ourselves. Let us go through it step by step. So the freelancers can be hired over multiple months, and for a completed month there is a discount. Every completed month is for 22 days. So let us first find out how many months we should have. And we can see it in example, the num days. It's set to 230. And we'll have to divide it by 22 to find out how many months that is. And this is going to be our first variable, as I've said. Let's just call it number of month. So you can see it once again here in the example, 230. If we divide that by 22, we would get 10 plus a rest. So we'll have to get rid of the rest somehow, and we can do that by rounding down. So once again, we use the math floor right here. Explained in easy terms, it's 230 divided by 22 equals 10 plus a rest, and we can get rid of the rest by rounding down. So this is simply what this line does. So we'll need to calculate what the discount rate is. So in this case, we have a discount of 42%, which is 0.42. So let us define a new variable. We'll call it monthly rate. And it's 22 times our number of month. So these are all of the days that fit into a full month. And we can use our function up here, day rate, rate per hour. And now we'll have to multiply the result in a new variable. Let me call it monthly discount rate. And we use monthly rate times our discount, which was 0.42. But obviously it has to be 100% minus the discount. So explained in simple terms, 42% discount would give us a 58% rate. And this is why we've used the 1 minus 0.42. That should be it for the monthly days, but we also have the extra days. So for example, with the 230 num days, it will be the rest of 10 days. Let us first store that into a new variable. We call it num extra days. And just for explanation once more, this would be the 10 extra days right here. And we can use a different operator to calculate that directly. We'll just need the num days. And we'll have to use this sign and divide it by 22. And you can find it up here in the instructions. Where is it? Right here. The remainder operator is explained. So 40 divided by 4 with this operator would equal 0, and minus 11 divided by 4 would give us a rest of minus 3. So for example, 230 with this remainder operator divided by 22 would give us the rest of 10, and this is exactly what we need for the extra days. Finally, we'll have to multiply this result with our normal day rate. So use the variable again and then use our function up here. And now we've got everything that we need, and we'll only have to return the result. And our result would be number of month times our monthly discount rate plus our extra days rate. We'll also have to round it up, and we can do that using the math seal. You can find it up here in the instructions. So let's put that right here. Don't forget the semicolon and our parentheses. But now we should have everything. Oh, but I made a mistake. So what was it? Now right here, I've used a fixed value for our parameter discount, and it wants me to use the parameter instead. So let me replace the 0.42 with discount, and now our function works for different discounts as well. And this, I can solve the 4th JavaScript exercise on Exercism. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.